What up, guys? Bill Mod. So, I see Willie made a live, had to show my picture. Boy, all you do, Willie, is rinse and repeat. Do you have any new material? Since you want to be a big talk show host, that's what it always seemed all these years. Like, you know, the difference is, Willie, you gotta have new material for your viewers. And yours is the same old shit. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's all you do. God damn, you gotta have something different. So, for those of you who don't know who Willie is, okay, he's a guy that has to interject himself into people's feuds that he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know anyone. Just like Bambi in the Pizzaverse. He never knew them. He never knew them. But he figures, ooh, I could grow my channel, you know, with the help of these people. You know? That's the only reason he won. And on the outside shot that he thought he could have a shot with Bambi. Oh, wow, she's coming on my live feeds. Wow, I got a shot with this chick. Willie, you ain't got a shot with anybody except that buffalo that you're fucking with. Or I'm sorry, buffalo that you're fucking with. All right? And that's John's bitch, not yours. Remember that. So, you know, you keep mentioning me, but yet I'll put it in your terms because you think you're Ralph Cramden, which you do look like him. You're a fat fuck. You're as scared to put me on your live feed. You're as scared. You know? You want to know what I'll say? I'll tell you. This way you got a defense. I'll tell you, you've never had nothing in life, but yet you're calling me a nothing. Yeah, I guess I'm a nothing, Willie. See, here's the difference. I own my home. You had to use Tracy to get into the welfare establishment that you're in. And by the way, when you moved into 2017 La Salle Street, Sarasota, Florida, did you alert the neighbors that a child predator was moving into the area as you're required to do? Did you alert them? For those of you who don't know, Willie loves little kids. That's probably why he doesn't have his son. Somebody probably took his son away from him. You know, just speculating here. Amidst, you know, predatory things. And, you know, it's funny how you accuse other people of shit like that. But you're the biggest offender of all, aren't you, Willie? Like, look at his live feeds. Or not live feeds. Look at his videos of when he's at the beach. He's always by the bathrooms. Now, it's always been known that predators hang out by bathrooms. It's always known. If you're at the beach, why wouldn't you be on the beach? Not by the bathrooms. By the snack bar area. Why? Because that's where little kids are hanging out. So, you see, Willie, before you throw those stones in that glass house you live in, you might want to rethink the shit. And just remember, Willie, the next time somebody comes down there, and it ain't going to be me, but the next time you go and run your mouth and invite people down there saying, we're going to fight mano-y-mano. Really, it's mano-y-knifo, because you pulled the knife. And let me clear up that whole thing. Willie says, well, if somebody comes here and is threatening me, what do you want me to do? First of all, you invited the guy, Larry June, down there. You know, you insulted his dead daughter. And what else was the guy going to do? And he thought he was coming down there for a fight, good old-fashioned fight. But you pulled the knife, and then your buffler called the cops. And the reason I'm rehashing this is because Willie seems to make a lot of new, if you can call them friends, who might not know these stories about Willie. Just like Bambi, she didn't know all these stories. And the ones that she did hear, she didn't believe it because she didn't think somebody could be that fucked up. And now she knows now that we were all telling the truth. And I'm sure there's stories that I don't even know before I even came into the picture. So, Willie, keep flashing your pictures of me, but the fact of the matter is, you play with RC cars. Maybe that's to attract little kids. I wonder. But you play with RC cars. I have real cars. You live in an apartment. Not that there's anything wrong with that, all right? But he couldn't get that apartment in his name. That's the Buffler's apartment, all right? I live in a house. And Willie's like, oh, you rent that house. Yeah, okay. Yep, I rent it from the bank. Yep, he's right, though. In a way, I do rent it. But you see, I could borrow against it. I could sell it and make money. You can't sell that apartment. First thing is, you'll owe them money because they're going to have to fumigate. Big time. Right? And I don't know why this is coming into my mind. Who remembers when Willie was at 2014 Outer Drive? Remember he had that, I think Hensley made it popular. He had that cat pooper scooper hanging next to the fucking spatula that you turn, pancakes and shit. So that's the way he lives. So before you start throwing those stones, motherfucker, you might want to reconsider that. And, because the next person that goes down there ain't going to be so nice, Willie. They're not going to be so nice. And you're not going to know when they're coming. They're just going to go down there and beat the fucking brakes off you. And when that happens, man, I hope whoever does it takes a lot of video. That's what I hope. So, Willie is frightened of me. And that's what I'm going to title this video. He is frightened. The mere mention of my name, the mere mention, gets you blocked, banned. I love it. And just so you all know, I am not Jersey Beast. I am not Jersey Turnpike. Those are good ones, though. But that ain't me. I don't know who it is. But it's not me, Willie. So you can keep yelling at me, saying, Bill Mott, I know you're Jersey Beast. No, I come in there with my real shit. I don't have to hide. I don't have to hide. Okay? I don't have to hide, Willie. I have nothing, especially from you, to be frightened of. I am not afraid of anybody on YouTube. Trust me on that. Trust me. So I don't go in there with fake shit. I go in there with real shit. That's because I'm the realest motherfucker on YouTube. Because I go in there with real shit. I don't fake it. Now, I don't know who Jersey Beast and Jersey Turnpike are. I don't know. But keep up the heat, brothers. Keep it up. I love it. But, Willie, I only respond when you say shit against me. That's when I respond to you. So, you're one of those keyboard warriors where you'll fucking say shit because you got me blocked. And I'm not going to put up one of my... I do have other accounts, but I'm not going to put them up. You're not worth the trouble. You're not. All right? You're not. So, I hope Bambi and the Pizzaverse do go down there and fuck you up, or at least somebody does. Fuck you up. And, like it or not, Willie, you did buy merch from them. So, you're the fanboy, nobody else, You're the biggest fanboy there is. All right? I'm sure other people have bought merch, but they're not like you. They're probably normal. But with you, the only reason you bought merch, and everybody should listen to this, the only reason you bought merch is because you thought you were going to get down Bambi's pants. That's the only reason. That's the only reason Willie will ever befriend a female, because he thinks he has a shot at pussy. That's it. It's the only reason. Willie, you're the most disgusting looking person there is. You look like a cartoon character. You do. So that's all I got to say. One little side note. The other day I was watching The Pope of Greenwich Village. It's an old movie from the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, whenever it was. The locksmith in that movie, his character's name was Barney. This guy kind of looks like Willie. So Willie, you may be famous. He looks like him. See that movie, or at least Google or put it on YouTube, Barney. The character Barney from The Pope of Greenwich Village. Tell me if that doesn't look like Willie. All right? So, that's all I got to say. I know I rambled a long time. But Willie, I see you're making a lot of friends out here. I see that. And sooner or later, you're going to get your ass kicked. Sooner or later, it's going to come. Because you can't keep fucking with people and expect nothing in return. So, that's all I got to say, guys. Have a good one.